Neither can we actually afford to be devoured, consumed by our inward darkness, by what we refuse to see in ourselves, and also by we constantly what we deny and basically refuse to acknowledge, to admit to ourselves, and that is the unintegrated shadow, the dark content, and the repression which we have always been suffering from in one way or another, which has always haunted us and caused tremendous interferences and interruptions and destabilities in our lives in the form of depression, dejection, despair, frustration in our success, education, lifestyle, profession, happiness, contentment, friendships, and in other aspects and dimensions and areas in our lives. Nor can we just afford to be reliant and dependent constantly either upon our insecurities, shortcomings, deficiencies, which we neither recognize nor admit to, nor embrace, nor reform, nor can we be led, controlled, conditioned by any outside authorities, external organizations, public circumstances, obediences, obligations at all. We just cannot be overburdened, overwhelmed, overrun by anything or anyone which we don't acknowledge, which we don't recognize, and which is not healthy, productive, good, transformative, developmental, and invincible for ourselves. If we can achieve all of these outcomes, then we can afford to be overwhelmed, overrun by our talent, skill, ability, knowledge, intelligence, character. But anything apart from that will ultimately lead us to be devoured and consumed by our temptations, desires, wishes, wants, which have neither been controlled nor disciplined nor moderated because we lack or we just don't have temperance, modesty, moderation, discipline, control, patience in ourselves, and that is for everyone. So everyone needs to see the problems in themselves so that they don't project those upon each other, and to refrain or to absolutely end or eliminate collective unconscious shadow projection, collective possession. We have to come to the recognition and acknowledgement of the individual unconscious and the other individual personal, minute, or great problems, shortcomings, and the basically unintegrated and unowned, unembraced repression, which manifests in minor to great problems, obstacles, hindrances in our past. And we see that in the others. We blame everything upon the society, upon the government institutions, organizations, and enterprises that they seek to control, condition, enslave us to be a certain way, to think, do, become only certain things beyond which we cannot go. And even if we go that way, we won't be recognized. But the real problem also lies within ourselves, in our constant refusal, denial to see what we are not as we really are.